Will I pay tax on my Roth contribution? Yes. Yes, you're going to pay tax on your Roth contribution. So if you contribute $7,500, if you're over 50 and you contribute $7,500 into a traditional IRA, if you're able to make a deductible contribution into a traditional IRA, then you get a tax deduction on that $7,500 for that contribution into a traditional IRA. So it lowers your tax rate. If you, or it lowers your, not your tax rate, excuse me, but your potential tax bill, or lowers your income. It's a tax deduction. So it would lower your income. If you made, let's make it easy, $97,500, and you made a deductible contribution to your IRA, well, now your income starts at $90,000 for your tax calculation. Well, that is with a traditional IRA. Well, with a Roth IRA, let's just map it out for you here. Whoop. Okay, so I might have had that in my face there. So let's do it over again. So the traditional IRA, if you make $97,500 and you contribute, you can make a deductible contribution into your traditional IRA. Well, then that reduces your income to $90,000. Really simple. That's with a traditional IRA. With a Roth IRA, let's use that same $97,000. Again, you're over 50, so you can do years old. So you can do $7,500. Let's say this is all your income, so you can make a contribution to a Roth. Now you make a contribution to a Roth. This is a Roth IRA, and this is your contribution. What would be your taxable income there? Well, your taxable income, folks, would still be $97,500 that you're going to have to pay tax on, because this does not get subtracted from your income. So even though this contribution goes into a Roth IRA, you still have to pay tax. What's your tax rate going to be on that? Wherever you fall on the marginal tax bracket is where your tax rate's going to be. Anywhere from 10 to 37%, depending on where you fall in. So that is, will you pay tax on the contribution? And I just answered this second one. How much tax will you pay? It depends. And you can, of course, find that orange tax planning chart that that I showed you on the website if you want to figure out what your tax rate might be there. All right, we're going to talk about this during withdrawals, but I'll just touch on it here now. When can I withdraw my money from a Roth IRA? Typically, after 59 and a half years old. I always joke that we should start celebrating half birthdays again as you get closer to retirement. 59 and a half is a big one. But typically after you reach 59 and a half without any issues, you should be able to draw from your Roth IRA. There is also a 5-year rule that you're going to want to pay attention to. We'll talk more about that in the distribution section. And believe it or not, I do get this question here. Am I too old or am I too young for a Roth IRA? Well, as long as if you're still working and you still have earned income and you meet all those other parameters and requirements, and the tax rate fits for you, why wouldn't you keep contributing to a Roth IRA? You know, I love the phrase that Ed Slott used during our event here in May at the Newtown Theater. He said, with a Roth IRA, whether it's contributions or conversions, you're locking in your tax rate for your lifetime plus 10 years. Now, you hear a lot about required minimum distributions on this webinar. So if you think about it, you hear many times that your heirs, now your heirs don't have to pay or don't have to withdraw funds from a Roth IRA until the 10th year after the year you die. Typically no RMDs, even for inherited IRA, except for the last RMD in that 10th year, that technically is an RMD. But so you're locking in the tax rate that you choose for your lifetime plus 10 years. So why would you just stop because you reach a certain age, over 59 and a half, over 65, over 70? If you're still working and and you meet all those other requirements for contributing to a Roth IRA and a tax rate works for you, why would you stop? Am I too young? I don't know what too young is. So my 17-year-old has a Roth IRA. My 21-year-old has a Roth IRA, Roth 401k. So I've never had someone walk into my office, sit at my conference room table and say, I wish I would have waited 5 more years to do this. It's always the opposite. People say, geez, I wish I would have known this 10 years ago. Can you tell my kids about this? Can you tell this person about this? Can you tell, this is stuff people always wish they could time warp back, change things, whatever that date was, and have a significant impact. So you're going to have a significant impact if you empower the people around you with this information, for sure. Your grandkids, your children, people close to you, your loved ones. Clients of ours know that they kind of join a friends and family group that if we're working with our clients, their kids and loved ones have access to us as well. Because it's very, very important. So am I too old or too young? I don't know what that would be. As long as you qualify, as long as you have the income, as long as you're below the thresholds, as long as you can contribute to a Roth IRA, why wouldn't you? All right, there are the common questions for today. I hope that was helpful. I hope it was a little bit entertaining. It's a lot of fun. If Diane is listening, I want to thank Diane for putting this on my webinar radar. Next week, we're going to talk about part 2 will be conversions. This is a lot of confusion around conversions. So part 2 next week is going to be conversions. And if you're listening to part 1 on a completed video and it's in a playlist in YouTube, jump right to that part 2 and let's learn about conversions. Otherwise, have a great week and we'll see you all next week. Take care.